How are you?
Good. What's up?
I guess, how tired are you guys just going into this third straight road game and being where you're at in the season, understanding what's at stake?
Yeah, I would say a couple of the guys, are a little worn out just with the time change of getting used to our sleep schedule, in LA or the West Coast time change, and then coming back and trying to recalibrate everything and figuring out our sleep patterns again. So, guys are tired, but there's been a lot of adjustments to the schedule that have accommodated sleep schedules where, there's a later start time that we had today, and it'll be the same for tomorrow and Friday. But, in the grand scheme, we want to do something special here, and that's really not the big emphasis for us. We're trying to get some things corrected, so that come time, Saturday night, we're ready to go out there and play the football we know how to play.
Well, Mike said that he's not playing. He's not paying too much attention to the weather. Obviously, you want to be prepared for whatever may occur. Last land there. But I mean, just as a quarterback, what are you trying to be mindful of, especially with what the forecast potentially could be on Saturday night?
Yeah. Well, I think for me, it's understanding, that could get many things. Could be snowing. Could rain. I don't know. And like I think it's for me at least. I can speak for myself that it's a mindset thing, really. And if I'm too focused and worried about, is it too cold? Can I really grab the ball? Can I not? Then I would say I'm focused on the wrong things. And it'll be hard to play that way going down there against a really good team.
Have you ever tried any special warm weather gear? Tom Brady famously wore a scuba outfit, and it was very. I mean, honestly, have you tried that or anything else?
No, I've never tried that. I would say I've done the cold tub many times, yeah, I did the cold tub out there in LA. It was outdoors. I mean, it was already cold, just to kind of get my body used to it in that sense. Although it won't necessarily simulate that, but just try any and everything that I can.
You've had some experiences in cold weather games. What do you take away from those that could have been handled different kinds?
Well, I would say one, just not necessarily being too focused on that. That was sort of the case the past couple of years, and just worrying about the right things.
Did you tell us back in the spring you actually went to a cold weather location?
Yeah.
What can you tell us a story about that?
Yeah, I went to Maryland to go visit my brother after the season, and it was pretty cold up there. It was probably like in the 20s, and there was snow on the ground too. So got to test that out. Got to throw up there with a couple of his guys. So yeah, that was good.
What did you learn from that experience?
I think, I don't know, me personally, and it might be a mindset thing too, but it felt really good throwing it while it was snowing. So I don't know. I can't give anything more than that. I didn't feel any effects of throwing in the snow.
Have you seen snow before?
Yeah, it snowed in Alabama my first year. Yeah. So it snows in Alabama, guys. I know. I mean, people don't know that. There's some people that just think, it just gets cold in Alabama. It does snow.
You're coming off a 2-game losing streak. I'm just curious, how's Coach McDaniel's style after a losing streak different from, say, Coach Saban's? Was there, are they different or the same?
Yeah, I would say different in the way they approach things, but I would say similar to where they want to go within the message, but they get to it different ways.
Tone different? I mean, say
Yeah,
more.
tone's different with how the message is portrayed and said is different with the way our head coach would say it compared to Coach Saban. So yeah, I mean it's different, but essentially they get to the same end result of what they want to say.
Some of the football analysts were breaking down the film on TV, and they said that the Chargers, for example, used inside leverage and sticky coverage with deep safety help to take, that's a lot of language there, but to take away the middle of the field and limit your favorite throws. What is the way to defeat that?
Well, I think first just coming out the gate is just getting completions, finding the rhythm of the game for the guys up front, for the receivers, for myself, and not just always wanting to, take deep shots, essentially even when it's not there. So I would say regardless of the coverages, I think we have good enough or more than good enough players to account for whatever routes they have. And, me being the distributor, got to give them those opportunities.
What do you want to work on as far as if you come out in the game and maybe the first drive or two, the completions aren't there, but having a quote unquote short memory and coming back out and sort of remaining settled for the rest of the team?
Yeah. I would say it was a good lesson last week for all of us. We look at the tape, and the cool thing is there's no like it's your fault. It's all everyone, kind of holding themselves accountable. Like, oh no, this is my fault on this play, and then guys would be like, no, it's not your fault. It's my fault. And I think that's a step in the right direction for us as a team. But the next play mentality definitely needs to show itself more evident for us with the way we play offensively. Because of the success that we found early in the year, we really haven't been given that opportunity. And so kind of given the 2 losses that we had to endure, that's an opportunity for us, to kind of continue to preach that and work through that throughout these practices and leading up to the game.
I know a lot of the narrative coming into this year was about you pushing the ball down the field. You guys have done that well. You just mentioned taking the easy throws. Can you take me through maybe what that balance is between wanting to push it down, but also maybe hitting the back and the flat?
Yeah, I would say just with what the progression of the play gives us, a lot of the times is, we're not trying to chase these deep throws, but they're always within our progression. So like that's really essentially what it is. We're kind of seeing 2 routes as one if it's a deep play, and then checking it down. But a lot of the times, this year when we found success, like the first read on a deep, route would be open. So essentially we never needed to check it down a lot this year. So, it's good lessons that we're learning, now in the season, get into, grind time of the schedule. So it'll be good to just continue to fall back and resort to the things that we've been taught to play the position, is take what the defense gives you.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.